Two Sheds Gabby here. I've come back from several banks. This is my Thursday. I usually go to pick up coins. And I was able to pick up a third half at a different bank, and she lets me open that one to make sure they're not new. I have opened one of the other ones from my usual every Thursday bank, and it is all new. I haven't opened the other one yet. I do have at least one box to go through, so I hope to find a couple of silvers, and then later on this weekend or first next week, we'll get to a couple boxes of pennies and a box of nickels as well. I'm almost halfway through with this first box. It's by George. I think I've got one. Can you spot it? There's three new ones, but that one right there looks like I've got something to me. Oh yeah, look at that silver look. 1967. A little toning around the bottom there. Well, that's really cool. I love it when I don't get skunked. Well, a few rolls back, I got a 2011 NIFC, and I've got about a dozen rolls to go, and by George, I think I have silver number 2 right there. It sure looks like it. Oh, yeah. 1969. Silver number 2. That's how many I got from this bank in the box last week. So that's quite nice. Sadly, those other two boxes I picked up at the other location were all the 2023s. Man, I tell you, I wish they would run out of those. It gets depressing. But fortunately, though, the other bank where I picked, same place I got a box last week that had 2 silvers in it. I got a box there this week, and again, 2 silvers, so thankfully for that. But I think I'm going to go ahead and go through these nickels, see if I can get a wartime silver in there as well to add to these silvers. And then at the end, we will see where I'm at for the year on my silver. Hopefully we'll find, maybe there'll be a 2024 in there that I've just started looking for. Maybe a buffalo, a couple other things, but hopefully we'll find some good stuff. Let's get started. I've gone through 10 rolls now. This is the 11th. I have found 3 nickels from the 50s that will be a part of my hoard, I guess you'd say. I keep all the nickels that I find just for hoarding purposes and collecting a little bit. I do have 3 books, Jefferson books that I'm trying to fill, but no 2024s or anything else yet. But I have a Facebook profile, and during the COVID, really the lockdown stuff, I was real busy posting lots of stuff and making friends with other people who are posting. So I post quite a bit of religious stuff and quite a bit of political stuff, I guess you'd say. And every now and then I get people that befriend me, sometimes just because they like my post and they want to see them and get me in their feed type thing. But sometimes there'll be like a girl who'll, let's get to know each other. It's like, no. I had one just a few minutes ago that sent me a friend request, and it's like, I know better, but I'm going to go ahead and accept. So I did. 15 seconds later, it's like, hi, how are you? And so immediately I'm like, why did you befriend me? And they're like, I don't have any friends on here, and I liked your profile. Where are you from? I said, you haven't told me why you befriended me. What is it about my posts that were interesting to you? And they write back and like, we can get to know each other. I said, first name was Sherry. I said, goodbye, Sherry. And she immediately like, no, we can get to know each other. So then I block her. Oh, these people. I don't know what their game is, but I'm not going to be a part of it. I'm sure it's some drawn out scam where they're trying to suck you into something. I don't know, but whatever it is. If she just said, for whatever religious reasons or political reasons, I wanted to I liked those. So I'm like, okay, well, I can deal with that. I have asked other people to be their friend because of their feed, but I don't chat with them. Sometimes I will like their posts and things like that. Folks, this is the 22nd roll, and I finally come to another older nickel. It's a 1941. So far, this box has not been productive. This is Philadelphia. Goodness. I noticed that the price of copper went up ever so slightly. Copper pennies are worth, just a fraction more now than they were last week, just barely. And so I thought, since nickels are 75% copper and 25% nickel, I thought that maybe the price of those had gone up just ever so slightly. Last week, $1 worth of nickels was worth $1.10. So I went over there to check and see if, expecting it to be like $1.12 or something. But I guess nickels gone down because they were worth $1.06 for $1 worth of nickels. So the nickel must have come down. There's a 1951. Well, that's 5 of the older ones now after almost halfway through the box. That one's a D. Okay. No 2024s. I guess they just haven't come to my area yet. I don't know. Not a 1, and no 2009, of course, either. I tell you, the last box of nickels I went through, I got 2 dated Buffalo nickels, which is rare. 2 wartime nickels. I got a 2009. Not a bad box at all. But this one hasn't done very well so far. I'd sure love to find a handful of 2024s. I want to keep getting nickels, so surely I'll get a few eventually. And stop calling me Shirley. Hey, looky here, folks. I'm in the 25th row, and I have a 2024D. How cool is that? It's in really good shape. I'll carefully put it aside and probably put it in the flip to keep it in this condition. See if I can find some more. I want to keep a few of them for myself, and if I could actually find enough of them, I'd like to sell some and make a little money. But yeah, that was fun. Got one. Neato. My mom, I live next door to my mom now, this new house we got. So that's cool. But anyway, this morning we went out doing the banking. I stopped at the grocery store. We like half and half in our coffee, and we were out. And so I tried to call her to see if she needed anything, and she didn't answer. And so I figured she was out to lunch. She's got 2 little groups that she goes out to lunch with several times a week. She used to be in this club called the Red Hats Club, but you had to pay dues and go to meetings and stuff. And her little group is like, why are we paying these dues? We just like getting together. So they all broke out of the Red Hats Club and started their own little club called the Foxy Ladies. My mom is 84, and their little group is dwindling. As the years go by, several of them have passed away. And now she's joined another one. I think it's maybe a church group, but she's got 2 groups she gets together with, and they go out for lunch regularly. But anyway, I tried to call her. Oh, there's a 1942. Cool. Philadelphia. It's not silver, folks. Oh, that's a bummer. But I tried to call and she didn't answer, so I thought I better run over there. She was pulling stuff up out of her garden. We chatted for just a minute on the porch, but the mosquitoes were eating us alive. So anyway. I'm in the 27th row now, and here's a 1947. Pretty old. That is a Philadelphia. That was sure fun, finding my first 2024 D. I'd like to find a silver as well. My son, my middle child son is coming tomorrow with his son, and we're going to spend the weekend together. And one of the things we're going to be talking about, he is, I am a lifetime member of the GPAA, Gold Prospectors Association of America. Haven't done much with my membership for quite a few years, but he the other day said, hey, why don't we take a trip and do some gold panning and stuff? I'm like, oh, that would be amazing. And so I think we're going to go to Georgia, and he wants to go this fall. And if we do, we'll get lots of video. I've already called the GPAA to make sure my membership and everything is A-OK, and she said that it's the property there. It's just outside of Dahlonega, and she said it's real popular. So pretty excited. I hope we can get it arranged and get it done this year. I believe this is the 30th roll, and here's a 1940 Philadelphia. Add that to my hoarding collection. Sure would be fun to come across another one of those 2024s. Tomorrow, if you guys watch my videos, then about a week ago or so, I put up a video. It was the video I put up where I got the bag of foreign coins with a whole lot of Canadian from the bank, and one of the other branches was giving away the customer appreciation, and they've given away Mexican food. Well, tomorrow is the next day. Another one of the branches is doing that, and we went today to get my wife signed on to the account to make sure that we both get free food. We were thinking that she already was, but that was another account that I have. So we got it taken care of today. And so tomorrow we're going to go, and really looking forward to getting a big old bunch of free food. I'm excited. We should get back just in time for my son to get here. Oh, come on. Give us another old one or something. You know, while I was talking, I don't know how close to paying attention. I hope I didn't pass nothing up. Well, hey, folks, look at this. Buffalo nickel. You can, I think it's a 26. Man, you can just barely tell. Yeah. 1926. Whew, that date is almost gone. I'll have to put that one away right away. How cool. Love these things. That is a weird looking head on there. I wonder, I've read that about that one time. I need to look that up again. It's got to be, they had to have somebody in mind. Anyway, that's cool. 1926. Cool beans. Well, the box is turning out to be pretty fascinating. Not tons and tons of old ones, but got my first 2024. Got me an Indian head. That's pretty cool. Now for a silver. I've got the two 40%er half dollars to add to my annual goal of 100. I'd sure like to get a silver nickel to go with that. What's that? 1941, is that what that says? Boy, you can't really, yeah, that's what it is, 1941. Little green around the gills. 41D. Well, there's another one. Here's another one of those. This is roll 41, and here's a 1993 Canadian. I did find a minute ago another 1998. That's two of them. Also want to show you, while I was at one of the bank branches today that I take return coins to, they had saved for me another Canadian nickel and a 1980 Canadian quarter. It's awful nice of them. I love it when they do that. That's really cool. Oh, a little story. There was a little lady that came up behind me with a bag of coins. And when I went up and I made my transaction, so just for fun, while she was still making her transaction, I walked over to the coin machine and she had left coins in there. And, you know, there's a part of you that's like, oh, I love finding these, but it's like, I know who these are. So I went over and gave them to her. There was a Canadian penny. There was a angel token. I heard them talking about angel tokens. They like giving them to people for something. I don't remember what it was about, but there's a few other coins, the angel token and the Canadian, but I gave them to her because they were hers. You know, when I find coins there and there's nobody around, they're mine, but I thought I would give them to her. 4 rolls to go, and I did find one after all. All right. Ha ha. What year? 1943p. That's fantastic. That is so cool. Now I've got 3 silvers for this week. Oh, that is really neat. Man, Buffalo nickel, a wartime silver, and a 2024. I cannot complain, can I? No way. Oh, also in the last few rolls, I found a couple more from the 50s. Yeah, man, I feel pretty good about this box now. Never give up hope. You never know. It could come in the last roll. The end of row 49, 1 row to go, and I found a 1940. Philadelphia. 1 row to go, folks. Well, I've come to the end of this little video. I've got 3 more silvers for my 2024 silver finds, and this puts me up to 90, just 10 away. 67, 69, and my 43p. I also got my first 2024D, totally cool, and Indian head, you can just barely see the date, so I went ahead and got that put in a flip to protect it. And I guess that's it. Here in a day or two, I'll get one of the penny box going, and let's see if we can add to my copper collection. Copper hoard, I'm shooting for 260 pounds for this year on that, and I think I'm going to get it. Anyway, let's call it quits here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.